Imagine, you accidentally fall through a mysterious witch's portal and wake up in ancient Egypt. The hot desert wind hits your face. You open your eyes and realize you are standing 4,000 years in the past. Congratulations, you've officially become the newest accidental time traveler. But surviving ancient Egypt isn't nearly as easy as surviving modern life. Before you can even think about pyramids, you first have to survive childhood. Back then, almost half of all babies never reached adulthood. There were no hospitals, no medicine, no doctors waiting to save you. Disease, hunger, and harsh weather made every single year a challenge. If you survived childhood, everyone expected you to work. Children helped feed animals, collected water, and cared for younger brothers and sisters. School, forget about it. Survival came first. Dinner wasn't pizza. It was bread, milk, vegetables, and maybe onions. If your father caught fish from the Nile, that was a feast. Unfortunately, you don't have a family anymore. The time portal erased that possibility. Now, it is time to understand where you fit into Egyptian society. At the very top stood the Pharaoh, the living god of Egypt. Every law, every decision, every command came from him. Just below the Pharaoh were his most trusted people, priests, generals, and royal advisors who helped rule the kingdom. Next came skilled workers, scribes, builders, merchants, and craftsmen. These people kept Egypt running every single day. But most Egyptians were farmers. Nearly every family depended on the rich soil of the Nile to survive. At the bottom of society were servants and slaves, many of whom had been captured during wars with other kingdoms. Then there is you, a complete stranger wearing clothes no Egyptian has ever seen before. You stand out immediately. You quickly smile, wave your hands, and somehow convince the guards you are not a threat. Surviving ancient Egypt isn't free. If you want food, you'll have to work for it. Good news, almost everyone in Egypt is a farmer, so finding work isn't difficult. There aren't any interviews, no paperwork, just prove you can lift a rock. You can't read hieroglyphs, but you can read numbers and write notes. That is already more useful than you realize. Don't expect coins. Ancient Egypt mostly pays workers with food, especially bread and beer. Every sunrise begins the same way. Work until sunset, then do it all again tomorrow. At night, your home isn't a palace. It is a small mud house with a dusty floor and almost no furniture. It is hard work, but you are alive, and in ancient Egypt, that is already. Just when life starts feeling normal, something unexpected happens. The mighty Nile begins to rise. Within hours, fields disappear beneath the water. Farming comes to a complete stop. No farming means no work, but Egypt never stays still. The Pharaoh always has another project waiting. The Pharaoh needs workers, not for farming, but for building one of history's greatest monuments. After years of stacking blocks in video games, moving giant stones suddenly feels strangely familiar. The work is exhausting. Every stone weighs more than you can imagine, and every mistake could be dangerous. You lose focus for just 1 second and nearly cause a serious accident. Luckily, disaster is avoided. Everyone takes a deep breath before getting back to work. Day after day, the pyramid slowly grows higher. Every worker leaves behind a small piece of history. The hard work isn't your biggest enemy. Something much smaller is about to threaten your life. After another exhausting day, you decide to cool off with a refreshing swim in the Nile. It seems like the perfect way to wash away the dust. The river looks clean, but appearances can be dangerously misleading. Tiny parasites live in these waters. They're invisible to your eyes, but they can make you dangerously sick. A few days later, your body feels weak. The fever starts, and even standing becomes difficult. Parasites weren't the only danger. Malaria, tuberculosis, and smallpox spread through the land, threatening thousands of lives. You rest, drink clean water whenever possible, and somehow your body slowly recovers. Soon, you are back helping build Egypt's greatest monuments, stronger than ever before. Without realizing it, you've caught the attention of someone very important. Your strength, discipline, and determination impress the pharaoh. He has a new role in mind for you. Congratulations! You are no longer just a farmer or a builder tomorrow. You begin training as an Egyptian soldier. The next morning, your life changes forever. No more farming, no more hauling stones. Today you begin training as an Egyptian soldier. Your first weapon is the famous khopesh, a curved sword designed to slash and hook enemy shields. You also train with spears, shields, and bows. Every weapon could mean the difference between life and death. One morning, the training suddenly stops. A royal messenger arrives with urgent news. Egypt is under threat. A mysterious force known as the Sea Peoples is attacking Egypt's borders. No one knows exactly where they came from, but everyone knows they are dangerous. The pharaoh's army marches toward the battlefield. Your heart pounds with every step. Without warning, the enemy attacks. Arrows fill the sky. The battlefield erupts into chaos. Every decision could be your last. You keep your focus, protect your fellow soldiers, and push the enemy back one step at a time. As the sun begins to set, the enemy retreats. Egypt has survived another invasion. You survived ancient Egypt, but only because of luck, hard work, and the people who stood beside you. Most travelers would never make it this far. Suddenly, everything fades to black. You open your eyes in your own bed. It was only a dream, or was it? Either way, one thing is certain, you'll never look at ancient Egypt the same way again.